you want her sacrifice herself, so let her be.
Hey guys, it's your girl Opre and welcome to the All Shows Nigerian channel where I review Nollywood movies, series and reality TV shows. Today I'll be reviewing the episode 2 finally of the recent horror movie or horror series that I reviewed last week, titled Madamkoikoi, The Awakening. Actually, I don't think this one is The Awakening, but yeah, I'm reviewing the second episode, which was titled The Spirit of Vengeance. And I don't really have much to say about this because I feel like I already talked about the key things of this series or this series in my first video. So if you would like to watch that video, I'm gonna link it down in the description box. But yeah, I'll be reviewing episode 2. If you're a new viewer, hey, welcome to the channel. I hope you stay. I hope you enjoy what you hear. And don't forget to, click the notification bell so you get notified every single time I post a video. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to please like the video as well and subscribe in the process. For my returning viewers, hey, you know how the vibe is essentially. So no introduction needed. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for watching my videos consistently. I really appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, let's get into this video. So like I said, I already talked about like the movie plot, the cast performance and the movie creativity in my previous video, so go back to that video to watch it. I'll leave the link in the description box. In today's video, I would just be discussing my positives and negatives overall for this episode, and maybe in general of like the whole storyline, the whole like season, because I think this should be the last episode. I don't think there will be a next episode. Maybe there will be a next season, but probably not the next episode. I don't know. But for me, the negatives, I'm going to start with the entity special effects. I feel like after all the build up and all the speculation and the anticipation towards how this entity looked like, I can't lie, I was a little bit disappointed with the level of special effects used on her. Yes, they had like a red eye thing going on and like they had some bun, I don't know, effect or bun makeup thing going on in her face, but I feel like it was nice, but at the same time, I just feel like they could have done a way more better job. I also feel like in terms of negative things, like yes, the lady or the creature lives in the evil forest. If you guys already know that your village has a past with a specific entity or a specific like vengeance spirit that has lived in that evil forest for a long time, why are you guys still passing that evil forest? From my knowledge of evil forest, nobody goes into the evil forest unless they are banished and stuff like that. So the fact that in this movie, this evil forest or this evil route was used as a means of like transportation, like people just walked in and out of it, just didn't make sense to me. If it's an evil forest, nobody should even be there in the first place. If you enter there, honestly, it's at your own risk, because evil forest, the name should already tell you what is going on in that forest. But that's just my own thoughts. Also, why didn't Amanda, the baba and the detective tell Amanda's mom what was going on, like when they found out, or when they knew like what the entity really wanted, when they found out that it was Amanda that was what the entity really wanted from the very beginning, or was the reason why the entity started attacking again after so many years. I feel like, why leave the mother out? At the end of the day, if something bad happened to Amanda, what would they have told the mother, since they left her out from the whole thing? Yes, they came back to ask for more information about her father so that they will really know if Amanda was truly the reason why the spirits started acting up again. But at the same time, it's like, why still leave her out of the whole thing? Maybe she could have assisted in some way or the other or something, but it just felt really like stupid to leave Amanda's mom out of the loop, considering she seemed very supportive of Amanda and seemed like she really wanted to know what was going on. She didn't come off to me as that kind of mother that would just like, shove off what her daughter is trying to tell her if her daughter is telling her seriously and stuff like that. So that didn't really make sense to me. Low-key, some of the scenes, I'm not gonna lie, they bored me. I feel like this episode was not as interesting or thrilling as the first episode. I feel like for the first episode, my attention was like all through the whole 1 hour 30 minutes, but this one was like 1 hour like 40 minutes, and I can't lie, there were some points where I just started pressing my phone, going on Instagram and just watching videos, and then it wasn't too thrilling like the previous episode. The most annoying character for me was Mother Superior, because I feel like her obsession for the school and her obsession for like the mathematics competition or whatever scholars competition that was coming up just didn't make sense to me. Her storyline regarding that whole thing and like covering up stories and covering up like evidence just didn't make sense to me. So you're telling me that scholars competition is more important than the safety of your students and the safety of your, I don't know, people that work in your school? At the end of the day, in the movie, they never even made it to the scholars competition. The boys died before they even could get to the scholars competition. So all her efforts and all her covering ups and all her evil doings and all that was just unnecessary. I feel like they could have made up some other like storyline concerning her in a way to like make it more believable, all the things that she was trying to do to like cover up things in the school. I just feel like her just concentrating on like the scholars competition and all that. Yes, she was trying to keep the school in a good light, but at the end of the day, dead bodies were appearing like multiple times around your school. So at the end, I don't know what kind of outcome she expected, to be honest. That's basically the point I'm trying to say. I also feel like they let her go, they let her off the hook really easy. Yes, they arrested her at the end, the police came to take her into custody and stuff like that, but I really wish that the entity dealt a little bit with her, like at the end. I feel like she got off very easy considering all the evil things and all the evil cover-ups and all the like things that she just did in the season. For my positives, I love that they gave us a backstory of Madame Koikoi. Like in the first episode, they did a little bit, but I feel like they gave us a more in-depth like reason to why I can't remember the role that sister Chioma Chukwuka played, but like yeah, why she was mute for a long time, like all those events, like the men that what happened to the men that Mama Koi Koi at the beginning of the whole thing, or the lady, the actual like vengeful spirit that was even in the forest prior to Mama Koi Koi, like how her own thing came to be, her own storyline. So I love how they tied all that together, and I feel like that definitely connected very well. The storyline in general, like I feel like it connected. The end story, like the end result, everything connected, everything made sense. At least we also saw the entity do the things that she did to the victims, like I don't know, all the scratches and all the like ripping of their throats and all that. At least we got to see what she was doing to the victims, unlike the last episode where we were only hearing that, oh, she made a hole on people's faces, and it's like, can we, the viewers, at least see the hole that she made on their faces? So at least we got to see some of that. So I really like that. I also feel like the sound effects for this episode were really great. Or in general, this series was really great. The squelching sounds when she was when they were cutting the fingers of the in the beginning of the episode, and you know the entity's footsteps, the entity's growls and wails. Those were really nice. They felt very real and scary. So I definitely feel like they did well with the sound effects. The inspector Oscar, who ended up dying, honestly was a fool, and honestly I'm very happy that what happened to him happened to him. Let me just keep it at that. Yeah, I love that, because yes, he was already giving creep vibes in like episode 1, like looking at those girls in the school, like, you know, predatory, in a predatory way. So the fact that I didn't think he was going to actually do anything, but he did do something, and that kind of irritated me, and I'm so happy with honestly how his own story like turned out. So that's mean of me if you guys have watched the episode, but I was honestly happy because that's just irritating. It's equally as bad as in my own opinion. I also love that we got the connection between Amanda and the spirits, like I said it previously. I think that also helped in my mind and probably in you guys' mind to connect why like the entity was awakened, what made the entity start striking again, because the whole story of like, oh, she's just a vengeful spirit. Yeah, she's a vengeful spirit, but like what actually started making her act up again? Because what we learned in the beginning in episode 1, Edna had already told us that those boys were already doing girls and doing stuff to girls prior to like Amanda coming to the school. So I feel like us getting the storyline of how Amanda connected to all these things and why she was having all these nightmares kind of helped tie in everything, and just, you know, that whole factor like, oh, I see, was just very like vibrant. So I really like that. The ending, I would say it was nice. They hinted like the possibility of the entity possibly coming back, but in my mind I'm like, why? I feel like the purpose or the premise behind her coming back had already been fulfilled, so her sticking around, was pointless to me now, and doesn't really tie back to the original reason of why she actually started acting, coming back again and striking again and all that. Evil, in my opinion, would always exist in this world, as sad as that sounds. So does that mean that she'll just keep killing people like till the rest of eternity or till thy kingdom come? I don't know, that just didn't make sense to me. If she's already killing people and like doing jungle justice for us, like maybe they should sign her up for Marvel movies and everything. Maybe she should be our own special Nigerian Marvel superhero. The final rating for me ended up being a 5.5 out of 10. For a movie of its kind, like I said, we don't see this kind of series, movies, or whatever in Nollywood. I would definitely say they did really well. However, if they are bringing out another episode or another season, I would hope or expect that they kick it up a little bit notch. Like, I want them to kick it up a notch, like do a little bit better than they did in this season. However, this was a really nice season and the storyline definitely was solid. Alright guys, that's the end of this video. I know I told you guys it was going to be short. I don't really have much to say because I feel like I said a bit more like in my first video, so definitely watch that video before watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.